Hey everybody, good morning. This is H2O Unfiltered. I have Dr. Butterfly. She's doing some stuff, but we are with family right now. So I just wanted to log on and talk about this week's this weekend events. We had some exciting stuff going on. So this weekend we had a um emerald set here where our family is.
No, we didn't have it.
Well, we didn't have it, but we went to a emerald set. And during the Emerald set, it was fantastic event. No drama. It was just perfect. We was around family, loving family. Her sister is like one of the best cooks I ever eaten her food. I'm not lying. She is straight up amazing. Her husband is a good guy. I never met him, but he's my brother-in-law, and he is a fantastic person. Now the only drawback at the end of the street is a spooky house.
No, Lord.
It's a scary house, and I've been trying to look this,
Faster with the house, I would.
and I've been trying to look this house up, but the bizarre thing, it's not pulling up on Google Maps.
She said it's on you can rent it for one night. She said it's
All right, so they're telling me the address now.
she said it's actually on what you call it, Airbnb. Room.
And then so what she said, they Airbnb this house. However, when they Airbnb the house, the level of competition, this is the wrong one.
What is the level of competition?
I'm not sure. This is what it's coming up as. So
oh, that's what the house coming up as?
No. My live is coming up as the level of competition.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it's saying, but it's not level up, but that's fine. Right up there. And so when I pull the house up on Zillow or any other platform, it's not coming up. And let's see, Miss Grace.
She's still worried about that house.
Let's look at it, Miss Grace.
St. John's Drive.
Okay, that is it. All right, I'm gonna have to do my research on it. 6 bedrooms. It is so it's a 6-bedroom home. Real beautiful, but it looks kind of spooky. It has church doors on the front of the house. And so yeah, I will be and doing my own what is that called? Paranormal investigation on it.
Paranormal investigation. A bishop.
So now, over the weekend, the Emerald Set was a fantastic event. Oh my God. I mean, cannot rave on more about it. Thank you guys. Being with family, it's been a long time since I've been around family like this, coming off my PTSD, was still going through it. Not coming off, but still going through it. So I like to say thank you. Whoever's tuning in, thank you as well for tuning in to the live. I really appreciate it. Dr. Butterfly is not.
I had me a private this weekend on the lead side. That's the only private I had me a private this weekend on the lead side. Those are the only privates I'll be taking now. And I loved it. And I just need to keep practicing my triangle. That's what I call it. We're going in and out the lane. The two spot and the 3 spot and on the sides of the lane and getting back in the lane and crossing the lane with a half left. So anyway, I was practicing that. I just need to practice leading more. I'd be too busy following all night.
So
It
yeah,
was like 8 leads there. There was like 8 lady leads there. I probably enjoyed that more than anything. Because I enjoy dancing with ladies and men. I'm not the type of person to be like, it gotta be a man that I gotta dance with. I just enjoy the dance. I don't care if it is a woman. Especially if she can lead good.
right. Just enjoying the dance.
I don't care if it's a female people. I can't dance with no female. Well, what are you trying? I mean,
Now, right. So, fellas, when y'all are out here and y'all were like, "Hey, shit, let me get it." No, they just like to enjoy the dance.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, you know, your fantasy, my reality. So yeah, so they just like to enjoy the dance. It's not like, oh, she gonna let me hook up with her, and nah, they just love to enjoy the dance. So hey, what else do we have to talk about today?
We can talk about how resentment is built
How resentment is built. Doing what?
in relationships. How resentment in relationships is built.
In relationships, you talk about
Resentment. You know what resentment is?
husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, dance, community relationships. Which resentment are we talking about? Are we speaking of?
In relationships.
How resentment is built in relationships.
In intimate partner relationships.
Okay, in intimate part of relationships.
Yeah, how is resentment? You know what resentment is?
Absolutely.
Well,
resentment is something that gets on your nerves and starts to bother you.
well, it puts people a lot of times in what we call negative sentiment override. A negative sentiment override is where a person get offended about every little thing. So once resentment is built, and then it feels like the person is not really for you. So resentment in relationships is the slow buildup of hurt, anger, disappointment, and feeling unseen or treated unfairly. It's when over time it's built up. The same thing keeps happening. It's not worked through. T.D. Jakes was saying this morning, he had to notice that even though his wife said something softly, she really was saying it loud. But even if she said it softly, he had to realize that even if she said it once, don't make her have to say it 10 times, pretty much. Just hear it the once and hear it at a soft pace. Just because she said it soft didn't mean that it wasn't serious.
Right, right.
Right. And so he would take her seriously, because if you don't take people seriously, or if you don't listen to people, it ends up building up this resentment when people start feeling like, I'm just never heard in this relationship, I'm never seen in this relationship, and I'm treated unfairly. It's not a fair relationship. When you get there, it's hard to come back. That's why a lot of times men will say women be fussing or complaining, but what women are doing is trying to bring up issues so they don't build up.
Right.
Because they know once it builds up inside of them, it's hard for them to go back to the normal self where it wasn't built up. So anyway, it says it often starts with when someone feels repeatedly dismissed, blamed, controlled, overburdened, or emotionally unsafe. And those feelings are not addressed directly. Over time, that unresolved pain can turn into bitterness and distance. It just creates a distance and a disconnection. Uh, so what do you say about that? When things are so, like a person bring up something to you and you say, "You're fussing at me," your famous thing, until they bring something up to you. That's how resentment is built. People feel like they ain't heard. They feel like you keep accusing them of something. They feel like you always noticing the one bad thing, the one thing, negative thing. That's what you always bring up. You never said. A lot of men complain about this. You don't give them acknowledgement of the good things they do, but you bring up that one bad thing.
Right.
Over time, and then eventually everything starts to seem negative. And so common signs that somebody is resentful is that they start getting irritated over small things. Every little thing irritates them because they're already there. They're already in what we call negative sentiment override. They start keeping score. Emotional withdrawal. They just feel distant. They just start to kind of be distant. This when they already are. When they already are resentful. They just feel like they done. And then the main number one thing is everything. I've had people in counseling like that. Everything the person say, they hear something else. They hear criticism. They're mostly defensive and they're mostly contempt. But they just real defensive and everything feels like a criticism. They have less affection, trust, and intimacy. This is when you already know a person is already resentful. So resentment usually grows from patterns like unmet needs, repeated accusations, jealousy, unfair emotional labor, unresolved conflict, or feeling like that one partner's pain is ignored. So anyway, that's resentful. It's important early in relationships to already try to address issues before it becomes resentment. Because once it gets there, it's hard to break down. I'll be telling people when they come to counseling, man, it's hard to break that wall down once that wall get up. And I can tell when they there because they constantly be getting so uh irritated. And everything felt like I should just go on mine so you can go on yours. And everything feels like an insult. Everything a person say to them is like an insult. And they tell and they hear something the person didn't even say, and I'd be like, they didn't say that though.
Let me see if I invite you.
Okay.
Can we? I think I'm about to log out of this and go straight into yours. Hold on. Let me. Go end it.